So I'll just remind you that first exercise again is the major ninth chord arpeggio and scale, and it does sound just like what you were just singing. And how about if we sing it, pardon me?
Are you sending this to my mom's email?
I'll send it to your email as well. I can send, do you want me to send it to your mom's or just yours, or?
You could send it to mine, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll just keep track of it. Like I say, they're unlisted videos, and it's a great way that you'll have some practice stuff there with you. All right, so let's try number 1 with an aw vowel. Great, let's keep going with an A. Nothing to it, and we may as well do an E. Super. So number 2 is the next one that we're going to add. It is a harmonic minor scale, and it's a little bit different from what you've sung in the past. It says descending pattern. It's rather pleasant to sing. At the top, it has what's called a turnaround. So you'll notice it starts on a C, then it goes one under, like that. So it's got this little, I call it a noodling at the top. And then it just travels down. Yeah, the first note has a tiny bit of rhythm, or the first note is a little longer, so it's like 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2. How about if we try it?
Sounds like a dark, it sounds like the piano interlude into the beginning of a dark vampiric movie.
I'm with you on that. It definitely is very dark sounding, for sure. Perfect for October, which is literally next Thursday. Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving.
I do too. I'm wanting stuffing. Please and thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. Let's try singing it with an O vowel. The two of us will do it together. Try an oo with me. And how about an aw as well? Excellent. Just because I know you have a couple of high notes in some of your songs, I just want to do a couple of higher things. So let's just do a ooh and ah. We'll just go through the octave. Ooh. If you need to, let your hands get involved as well. Ooh. Keep going. Ooh. This will probably take a little more tummy. Ooh. We better do 2 more. Ooh. Last one, which is higher than your highest song. Ooh. We better do 1 more. Ooh. 1 more. Ooh. Good for you. You were getting into operatic territory there. All right, that is good for our warm-up. So we have the first 2 grade 5 exercises. Next, remind me what we worked on last week in your songs, because you have them written down there.
Well, we have Over the Rainbow.
Yes.
I Don't Want to Wait by Paula Cole, which I found it difficult to practice because she changes the words in that one part.
Yeah.
So I'd be like,
well, we can work with it tonight, and we'll get it, like I say, onto a video that you'll be able to work with.
Yeah, she was singing. I was like, oh, sorry.
Something like that, yeah.
And then there was also Only the Good. Those were the 3 songs we worked on.
So what would you like to work on first and foremost tonight?
Only the Good. And I'm very proud of the ending I have finally decided on.
Okay.
Because it's not too much, but it's not nothing.
Then I'm ready to hear it.
Well, it's the one I did last time. It's just that, like, I was thinking about...
It was at the end of your lesson, though, so we were probably wrapping up the lesson as well, so this is a little different.
I was just thinking, like, I've been practicing the last page, because we have that recorded from one of my earlier lessons, because I found the last page is harder, and I wanted to, do more with it. But, like, some of the stuff after... So on the last page, after only the good die that's like after that, it's like that's a little too much.
Okay, well, let's try. Let me listen to it, and I will give you my humble opinion on it.
Okay.
I know it's been sounding really good, so treat it like a performance, and here comes the music.
I might hiccup in the middle of it.
Start with a nice deep breath in through your nose, and just kind of relax. And if you hiccup, big deal. We won't worry about it. Your ending way better for sure.
Should take a breath when there's a comma after no one, so that so my breath doesn't get shaky.
Totally, I would read it because I see it has molto writ there. You could kind of no one. And as you do the ooh, imagine you're kind of giving a kiss. Ooh, don't be afraid to let your lips kind of go forward just a little bit through there as well. I love what you do with the song. I can tell you clearly enjoy it as well, which is so important. I wonder, to me, when you have to grace the other table, I feel like that's kind of like a little bit more, strong after you says, I guess we'll never understand the sense of your leaving. Was it the way it was planned? And so we grace. I wouldn't be afraid to give a little bit more oomph dynamically at that spot, because maybe was it the way it was planned can be a little softer. The sense of your leaving, was it the way it was planned? And so we grace another table. I think it just might add a little extra to it, but otherwise really exciting, and such a beautiful, very tenderly sung. I quite enjoy that. So maybe just make a quick note that we sang that tonight, that we've got that, and if you want to, you will have a version of it that you'll be able to practice with from this video. And what would you like to go to next? It can be any of the songs we've been working on, or I know you've got a few other pieces in your binder as well, so.
Over the Rainbow.
I'm feeling rainbowy, absolutely.
I don't use YouTube for Over the Rainbow though, because I have it recorded on my phone.
Wonderful, awesome.
I do like this one because it reminds me of when I was little, and if I couldn't sleep, I'd have my mom sing to me. Singing did not put me to sleep.
And it's quite interesting. I just found out not only is it it was level 5, they've actually moved it to level 6 now. So you can still sing it in level 5 because you did some level 7 with the Queen songs. But just so you know, this is level 6 now. They just moved it actually just a few weeks ago. So,
Cool.
all right, so you can use it for grade 5 or for grade 6. All right, here comes the music. impressive, Natalie. I thoroughly enjoyed your performance of that too. I was going to say, when you came into the very first Somewhere Over the Rainbow, like this, although you may have found the song a little high at the beginning, the song suits your voice nicely, and it kind of, yeah, but it gives you a little push. When you gave that first Somewhere Over the Rainbow after you did that Rain, it was so good. Like, it was just placed so beautifully through there. The only spot, if you listen back to the video, the only spot when you did That's Where You'll Find Me, there might have been, like, I think it was the words where and you'll, the D's there. There might have been a note there, so you're going off, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Just watch just that little bit of tuning that was on the D's on the words where and you'll. And I wondered on the last page, when you sing Birds Fly Over the Rainbow, why then, oh, why can't I? Imagine that you yourself are asking that question. So you kind of have to use a bit of imagination there to ask that question. Now, I was going to suggest, because the memory challenge is on again for this year, and you can again earn some free lessons or Timmy's cards or Cineplex, I think that this would be a good one for you to memorize for sure, since you've got it in good shape already. So why don't you, in your dictation book, write Over the Rainbow? And it does not have to be memorized for next Wednesday, but if it is, that's fine. If it takes you a couple weeks, but maybe write Over the Rainbow, maybe write Work on Memory or something like that. And then that can be something to begin working towards. And again, it's for every 5 songs that you memorize, you will get the choice of an award. And whichever one student memorizes the most songs between now and May 31st wins the grand prize of either 3 free lessons, $50 Timmy's card, or $50 Cineplex card. So the value is, it's a high value prize. What do you want to go to next?
Patience.
Let's do this.
Like
finally, we haven't done too much work on this one.
I like how I sing the last page of that song. I think that is, I am good at that part. That is a compliment that I will
give you a compliment on that, because I was going to say, I don't think I'm that good at this song, but I'm going to try my best with it. So let's see what we can do with this here.
I can't whistle. My braces have made it worse. Like, I used to be able to whistle one pitch. Now I can't whistle.
Do you want to just hum that part?
Yeah, I always hum it.
All right, so just remind me of the rhythm, because I don't want to go too fast.
A little bit faster than that. So I have to think about it.
If I went something like, I told you I'm blowing the notes, but just. Does that speed feel good? Let's try it out. This is, I think, the first time that you and I have ever really tried it together. Because I think we've been singing with Axl Rose a lot. I remember when you were doing your online lessons and you actually added the Axl Rose dance moves.
He was dancing, he was like this.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
It's not good dancing.
It's kind of weird dancing, but it was. I was just like, it totally looked like what Axl Rose would do. So there you go. All right, let's give this a go.
I should get a bandana, put it like this.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Keep going. I've got a bug on my leg. Sorry, I blew the rhythm there. You're gonna have to make this up yourself if you can, because I don't know the song well enough.
I don't know where this part is, where the third paragraph is supposed to start.
I think usually I said to enter it the third time, so you hear that twice. So this is the first time. Second. Idea. Yeah, I don't know the song well enough, although that vocal ad-lib, I would just, as it says, ad-lib, but definitely after the 2 times, you know it better, the song better than I do.
I haven't listened to it in a while. I think it's supposed to go slightly faster.
Maybe a little faster?
Yeah, just a little bit.
The only thing that I might do, just again to add a little intensity, I'm looking at page 4, so if I was singing this song, and I might be doing, I'm going to start out the second line. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. I might open this up. Said woman, take it slow, it'll work. So I might make that chorus. I saw you giggle. Is it just because the lyrics are super male-centric, or what? I saw you giggle at that part.
I think it's because I didn't come in right. I didn't come in at
oh, okay. I just saw you giggle, and I thought it actually sounds just fine for a girl to sing a guy's song. You're just singing from the male perspective, I guess. And how many songs? There's so many songs that have been written by males that women sing. You could adjust the words to if you want to, but like I say, you're just singing from the male perspective.
I think I couldn't change it to man even if I wanted
Yeah, it would
to,
be weird. Yeah.
Because it's a two-syllable
said buddy, take it slow. Hey, buddy.
But that sounds very French.
Well, I have to say, though, I'm really excited that I actually played it for you and was able to do it, because when you first wanted to learn the song, I was like, oh my Lord, how will I ever be able to do this? But it is definitely doable. It's a great piece of music, really. It really is. Definitely, I guess you would almost call this classic rock at this point now.
Yeah.
Even though I remember when this song came out.
It's definitely soft for them.
Yes.
Because they are very hard, aggressive.
Yeah, this
rock.
this song and November Rain are really probably 2 of the most ballady kind of songs.
November Rain is really pretty.
It is very.
I can like hear it in my head. It's like in the concert one they do like there's like a recorded one, there's a concert one. The concert one opens with the piano playing like rain sounds.
Oh, nice.
And then it goes into it.
Very nice. Maybe just make a note that we worked on Patience tonight, so we can keep track of that one. And I think I would say if you sing that one from memory at some point for me, we will definitely add that one onto your memory wall. So you may know the words more than you think on that one.
But I don't know if I would want to do November Rain because the focus is definitely on the piano.
It's a fairly lengthy piece. Yeah, the piano, yeah, it is very much the instrumental and the chords. Yeah. Probably a little less about the singing. What do you want to go to next, Natalie?
What do we have here? The Tiger. I saw that. We don't have to do that.
The ones that I have from the grade 5, I still have Come Golden Sunlight and Such Lovely Things that we looked at last year, which are both grade 5 pieces. We have I Don't Want to Wait, I've got a couple of Queen songs. I do have a new song. It's one that you had mentioned that you wanted to learn a French song, and I have a really nice French piece that we can look at as well. So it's totally up to you what we do.
I think what are the Queen songs that you have?
Oh, I don't have any new Queen. I just have. But if you do want to learn another Queen song, do you have a suggested title?
Indeed, I do not.
Okay.
I don't know, like, what is close to my level. I can't sing like a level 9 Queen song. So a lot of their songs are like.
They are big pieces, but I do own a copy of Bohemian Rhapsody that you can do for free. Any of the other ones that if I don't own it, I would have to probably purchase the music unless I can get it for free. So, and it's usually about $8 for a sheet of music. But I could give you Bohemian Rhapsody if you'd like to.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Do you want to?
Oh, sure.
Why not?
What level is that song?
I would say it's probably about the version that I have is written. It's written because it's usually multiple singers, but it is doable for a soloist to do it. I would say it's up there. It's up there.
Like a 9.
I've never seen it leveled actually before. I've never seen anybody level it, but it's a big one. It's about as big as rock gets, really. Okay, I'll make a note.
French.
That would be kind of cool, potentially. You and I could even do it as a duet. I could sing like some harmony with you or something like that.
That'd be nice.
It would be kind of fun. But I'll get that music for you for your next lesson.
The French song now, then?
The French song, let's do the French song. Okay, so this song is actually, it was made into a very famous song, I'm thinking by Elvis, not the French version of it. But this is the original, which comes from the 1700s, actually.
What was the English one that he did?
I think, and I can't help falling in love with you. Chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. So the original song, Elvis did not write the music. The original song is from the 1700s, actually. And so it's called Plaisir d'amour, Joy of Love.
It's really cute.
And I should mention that this is also sung from the male perspective. So
you know what? We're gonna survive.
We will survive. So if I'm not mistaken, there was one spot I'm looking for. Yes, if you look at pages 34 and 35, 34 and 35, and if you can find on 34 measure 42, I think we have a Je t'aimerai, me répéter Sylvie. And the name Sylvia must have been very popular back in that time period because I have numerous classical songs that talk about Sylvia. So there is that little element in there as well. And then later on, L'eau coule encore, elle a changé pourtant. But what I would like you to do first for me, Natalie, since I know you do French immersion, you can probably speak the French much better than I can. Why don't you just speak the lyrics to me so we can sort of see what's happening?
Plaisir d'amour, ne... They're all broken up, so it's
I know, but you still go ne dure qu'un moment. I know it's because of the syllables. That's why I know it's a pain.
Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment. Chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie.
And then you go directly to the verse at j'ai tout.
J'ai tout quitté pour l'ingrate Sylvie. Elle me quitte prendre un autre amant. Oh, she left him. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment. Chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. Tant que cette eau coulera doucement vers ce ruisseau qui borde la prairie. Je t'aimerai, me répéter Sylvie, l'eau coule encore, elle a changé pourtant. And
then there is a dièse affine, which means you have to go back to the beginning, and we just sing that first part, the plaisir d'amour, it's like a chorus. So what I'll do is I'll kind of play it through. My French is probably, and it's been a while since I've done this, so I might have to go through. There's a couple of syllables that yes, do you have a question?
The only word that I don't know what it means is chagrin, because I hear it so many times, but I don't know what it means.
So I think it's like a regret. It's like a regret. Chagrin d'amour. So it's like, well, I know that the English translation is not direct. It says its sorrows say something with chagrin. It's kind of like, it could also be a bit of disgust, like regret with disgust in it.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm really curious about the meaning of that word, but you know what? Because I'm videoing, I can't look it up on my phone, but I'm going to suggest that you can look up what the word means, and then you can report back to me what it means. So that will be your project. What does the word chagrin mean? But I believe that it has to do with kind of like, it has something to do with that regret, with perhaps maybe, I think if you have chagrin, because there is an English word, you kind of say it with a bit of disgust, but I could be like totally out to lunch. So
I've definitely heard before. It's just I don't remember it completely.
So it comes with a rather long intro that sounds like this. And let me make sure I'm in the right key. Yes, I am in the right key. And it does have, it's got one high note in it, which I believe is about the note that you had to sing in Over the Rainbow. But I don't know when it comes up, but it does come up. Played all the right notes. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment, chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. J'ai tout quitté pour l'ingrate Sylvie. Elle me quitte et prendre notre amant. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment. Chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. Tant que cette eau coulera doucement vers ce ruisseau qui borde la prairie, je t'aimerai, me répéter Sylvie, l'eau coule encore, elle a changé pourtant. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment, chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. Surprisingly, I didn't do as bad as I thought I would with the song. A couple of things that I should mention. You noticed right away that the syllables are broken up, which is typical of singing music, to break the syllables up. But all for all say, some of those things, those ending syllables that are silent in speaking, you do have to pronounce them in singing. It's called a schwa. Have I ever used that word before with you?
No, but I always wondered why you did that, because I'm like, when I speak French, I don't say via.
Yeah, we do actually pronounce. So in singing, singing is speech intensified, and so that syllable is actually pronounced. So dura and yeah, via. Yeah, so we do pronounce it, but we do usually do it a little less strongly. So for example, I'm looking at the top of the second page. Ne dure. So the do is the more strong syllable. Dure qu'un moment. Chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. It's actually vie. And it has that kind of sound in there. And again, like I say, that schwa is pronounced, but it's always done a little softer than the others. The other thing you should probably notice is sometimes they elide some vowels together. One example is at the top of page 35. Because there is a m and then répété, you have to pronounce all the syllables, so you have to add an extra note. So you've just done je t'aimerai, Me répétez, Sylvie. And there's another example of the schwa. So the me répétez, even though you only see one note, you have to sing it twice. Me répétez, Sylvie. Another example is on the second line. Lo cool encore. It's like the cool encore elides together there, and you'll see there's a little slur written between the E and the E.
Where is this again?
That's on page 35, measure 44 and 46. Do you see the 44?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to go, me répétez, Sylvie. But you'll see that there's no note. The me and the ré are together. Or on the 46, you'll see the cool encore. Do you see it's got that little slur between the le and the en of encore? That's at 46.
Okay.
And that's called an elision. And so we do, it's kind of like a liaison, which I know you know from French. No cool encore. So you kind of elide the words together.
Yeah.
It's like you slide them together a bit. But what do you think of the song?
I like it.
It's a good song. It's a great grade 5 piece. So you potentially could use that for a grade 5 exam as well. Well worth singing for sure. And it's a great little tune.
So I've definitely read in a book in French class, and then I was like, I know it has to do with water, but I don't remember the exact meaning of it.
Okay.
I think it's like a brook, or maybe like a small little bubbling, I don't know.
Yes. Very awesome. What would you like to go to next?
I guess we can do I Don't Want to Wait.
Let's try it out and see if we can get the bridge recorded as
I
well.
have to write down Plaisir d'amour.
Plaisir d'amour, and that is going to be on YouTube. I'm going to send the video over like right after your lesson is over.
Okay.
All right, so I want you to try it out with me, even if the bridge is a little weird. We'll try it together. And it's a good thing your lesson ends at about 7:15 because now it's getting dark at this time. I do have a light though, so I guess if we were a little bit later, I can turn the light on as well. So anyways, we'll see how much longer we can keep doing this. Thank goodness the weather was nice today. So the first note is just kind of just given to you, and we'll try it together. So open up your morning light and sing a little prayer for I. You know that if we are to stay alive, then see the peace in every eye. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Those do's have a repeat on them. She had 2 babies. One was 6 months, one was 3. In the War of 44, every telephone ring, every heartbeat stinging when she thought it was God calling her. Oh, would her son grow to know his father? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Will it be yes or will it be sorry? Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Page 119. He showed up all wet on the rainy front step, wearing shrapnel in his skin. And the war he saw lives inside him still. It's so hard to be gentle and warm. The years pass by and now he has granddaughters. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? breathe a little more deeply, my love. All we have is this very moment, and I don't want to do what his father and his father and his father did. I want to be here now. So open up your morning light and say a little prayer for I. You know that if we are to stay alive, then see the peace in every eye. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Will it be yes or will it be? That chorus repeats. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Will it be yes or will it be? Sorry. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Those do's get repeated as well. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 So open up your morning light and say a little prayer for I. You know that if we are to stay alive, then see the love in every eye. All right, and I'm just going to shut the video off.